marshal and master Ea summons in Kimdu in charge of the ditch and dike. Ea summons to make. To them he gave words in the marshalling to a barrier with cane brakes and green reeds and enclosure to fashion fish from fish there separate. A trap for carp that from a net could not escape. A place whose snare no bird that is good for food could escape. Thus were the fish and the fowl by their good kind separated for the heroes provided. So I submit to you right now that this is proof of why they ruined their heaven, and now they come down here to ruin our heaven because of their same, lust of flesh. And it was evening and it was morning. It was the 5th day on earth it was. On the 6th day of the orchard's creatures took account. Inner sag to the task he assigned, that which creeps and that which is on feet and walks to distinguish. In other words, creepers are 4-footed and walkers are, 2-footed. Their kinds, inner sag, astounded of the ferocity of their wildness to E and an account he gave. E Kula summons and Mashdamu urgent commands he gave. By eve time the abodes were completed by a fence for protection to be surrounded. The heroes to take to the task put their shoulders. Bricks on the foundations were laid. With reeds were the roofings made. Of cut down trees was the fencing put up. Anzu and a beam that kills from the chariot brought over. In other words, now they're bringing weapons over. A speaker that words beams at ease abode he set up. By eve time, complete was the encampment. For the night therein the heroes gathered. Ea, Alalu, and Anzu, the doings considered, all that was done indeed was good. And it was evening and it was morning and it was the 6th day. And on the 7th day the heroes in the encampment were assembled. To them Ea spoke these words: a hazardous journey we have undertaken from Nibiru to the 7th planet. A dangerous way we traversed. At Earth we with success arrived. Much good we attained, an encampment established. Let this day be the day of rest. The 7th day hereafter a day of resting, always to be. Okay? Now this is where the 7th day Sabbath comes from.
See, the fallen ones told you to do it.
See, they have no understanding whatsoever of the Most High. And we see that when Enoch goes up on the 5th heaven. Why do you not have services here? So they have no understanding whatsoever. So they've already been sort of separated from the Most High. And then their continued behavior continually makes it so over and over and over and over again.
You're trying to separate you from the Most High.
It says, let this day be a day of rest, the 7th day, hereafter a day of resting always will be.
The Anunnaki don't even know how the Most High works.
Yet
they try to be like him.
In the far away, the meaning thereof will be. Let a promise be kept, let Alalu and Eridu, the commander, be declared. The heroes thus assemble, in unison agreement shouted, words of consent Alalu uttered, then homage to Ea he greatly paid. Let Ea a second name be given. This is New Demud, which means the artful fashioner, let him be called. In unison, the heroes agreed, announced, and it was the evening and the morning of the 7th day. Now, Now, this is the account of how the searching for gold was begun. So that's what they're there for, is to drain this place of all of its gold. Isn't that interesting? And let me tell you, if we get to use gold as a currency, that proves that they're all here. So that means their planet, went to hell in a handbasket and they didn't survive it. That explains why we have so many of them here. So now if we let them keep their ways here, we'll destroy this place, and that's exactly what's happening. So now this is the account of how the searching for gold was begun, and how the plans on Nibiru made Nibiru's salvation did not provide. After the encampment of Eridu was established and the heroes with food were satiated. So now they're being satiated because they're getting to eat meat and blood. Do you understand? Okay. And they just burn it with fire, and that makes it okay. Beyond the task of going from the waters obtaining started, in the chariot the firestones were stirred up. Its great cracker was enlivened. That which water sucks from the chariot was extended into the marshes water. It was inserted into a vessel of crystals. The water were directed. So that's like a filter. It says from the waters, the crystals, all that is metal in the vessel extracted. Then from the vessel, that which spills out of the water to the fish pond spat out. Thus there were metals that were in the waters in the vessels collected. Ingenious was Ea's handiwork, and artful fashion indeed. An artful fashioner he was. For 6 earth days, marsh waters were sucked in, marsh waters were spat out. In the vessel metals.
That's all the tools that he gave people after he changed them to make them dig for the gold. And there's a scripture that says some refused, and then he killed them because they're the ones that knew that was the devil. You're either going to realize the creator cannot come down here in no type of fleshly body whatsoever, and you got to realize because the spirit, not a man or woman, or you're going to sit there and keep serving that devil. You're going to wake up to be like your evil ancestors, and you'll wake up to get away from that nonsense until we stop the bullshit. Stand up for the facts.
Collected metals on the 7th day by Ea and Elalu were examined. Of many kinds were the metals in the vessel. Iron, there was much copper, there was gold, was there in no abundance because it's precious. It says in the chariot another vessel, an artful handiwork of and by the way, what they did with this gold is they put it up in the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot like what they did to the aluminum and the barium here, The cloud seeding they were doing. Here, they still do. I don't see it as much, but they were doing it. It says the metal after their kind were separated. Ashore kind by kind they were carried. For 6 days thus did the heroes toil, and on the 7th day they rested. For 6 days the crystal vessels were filled with and emptied. On the 7th day were the metals accounted. There was iron, and there was copper, and there were metals.
See how he got y'all?
Gold, the smallest pile was accumulated.
See how that double got y'all?
The moon waxed and waned by the name month did Eon its circuits call. So see, again, he's basing time on the moon. You see? At month's very start, its luminous horn 6 days signified. See, the moon can't keep to proper time, so that makes sense. By its half crown, the 7th day, it was announced the day of rest. It was a midday. By the fullness was made by the moon, extinguished, then it would surpass to become diminished. With the sun's course, the moon's circuit appearing, and the earth's circuit It was its face revealing. It says, fascinated by the moon's motions was Ea, its attachment as Kingu to keep. Talking about the moon to the earth. He contemplated. What purpose did the attachment serve? What heavenly sign was it giving? A month did Ea, the moon's circuit, call. A month to its circuit he gave the name. For 1 month, for 2 months, in the chariot were the waters separated. The sun every 6 months to earth another season gave. Winter and summer did Ea name. Names them called. There was winter and there was summer, and by the year of earth did Ea the full circuit call. By year's end of accumulated gold, the count was taken. Much to dispatch to Nibiru there was not, so there wasn't a lot of gold. Okay, they eventually collected up, some gold to make it worth their while. Had they not, they would have left here and gone somewhere else. But unfortunately, they found just enough. And this gold comes from Tiamat, which is a heavenly body which was destroyed supposedly by Marduk. I think it's it's.
That's right. Tiamat is actually an animal and also a planet. A representation of a planet and an animal. They fought Tiamat, who was the dragon, known as Lilibeth and other names. You can watch Brother Truth's channel for that. He exposed that part deeper than I have. We've been working together on that off and on, obviously. This is too much evidence. Let's keep going.
It's a wise.
Supposedly the planet's crashed. Supposedly.
And but just so you know, the gold, half of the gold fell to the earth, and that's where they were looking for it. And they realized they were going to find it in the sea, because this place was, so much sea. It says the swamplands waters were deficit. Let the chariot to the deeper ocean be moved. So was Ea saying. From its moorings was the chariot untied back whence it came. It was shifted with great care where the crystal vessels stirred up and the salt waters through them passed. The metals by their kinds were separated. Gold among them was sparkling. From the chariot of the happenings, Ea to Nibiru word did be. Anu to hear it was pleased indeed. So they're getting some gold in the deeper waters. In its destined circuit, Nibiru to the sun's abode was returning a closeness to the earth on its Shar circuit. Now their Shar circuit is a longer year. It's an Anunnaki year, a Jupiter year, if you will. Was Nibiru attaining. With eagerness did Anu about the gold inquire. Is there enough for the sending of Nibiru? He was asking. Alas, not enough was the gold from the waters collected. Let another Shar pass. Let the quantity be doubled. Ea and Anu counseled from the ocean's water the obtaining of gold. Continued in his heart, Ea was apprehension was filling. Okay. So again, they're having trouble finding. Now, let's get down here. So we could cover a lot of things, but we're going to go to we're going to go to the synopsis of the 6th tablet. It says, to the incredulous leadership, Enki reveals a secret. In the Abzu, there roams a wild being.
Snake King.
Notice they're not calling it a creature. So if they call it a creature, it's going to be on all fours. If it's a being, it's going to be standing up and walking.
That's the way he tricks you. Watch the move. Watch the move the devil busts on you. Watch him. Yeah.
That's where we come from.
Yeah.
Okay?
Not all of us.
To the Anunnaki.
Our people don't come from them.
This is by admitting its
Others
one
come from
essence. with that of the Anunnaki,
See how I put it in your book?
it can be upgraded to be an intelligent, primitive worker.
See, the
Creation belongs to the Father of all beginning. Now notice that they understand that there's a Father of all beginning, so they know it's not them. You see, they have understanding of that. They just don't have services, therefore they don't get any help. Enlil shouted, "We will give our..."
I want y'all to hear that one more time.
Nibiru to the sons of God was returning
some of you might be hard-headed
to the earth on a Shar circuit. Now, their Shar circuit is a longer year. It's an Anunnaki year, a Jupiter year, if you will. Was Nibiru attaining? With eagerness did Anu about the gold inquire. Is there enough for the sending of Nibiru? He was asking. Alas, not enough was the gold from the waters collected. Let another Shar pass. Let the quantity be doubled. Yah and Anu counseled from the ocean's water. The obtaining of gold continued. In his heart, Yahweh's apprehension was filling. Okay. So again, they're having trouble finding. Now, let's get down here. So again, we could cover a lot of things, but we're going to go to the, just see here, we're going to go to the synopsis of the 6th tablet. It says, to the incredulous leadership, Enki reveals a secret. In the Abzu, there roams a wild being. Notice they're not calling it a creature. So if they call it a creature, it's going to be on all fours. If it's a being, it's going to be standing up and walking. That's where we come from. Okay? To the Anunnaki. It says, by augmenting its life essence with that of the Anunnaki, it can be upgraded to be an intelligent, primitive worker. Creation belongs to the Father of all beginning. Now notice that they understand that there's a Father of all beginning, so they know it's not them.
Did y'all hear that again?
You see,
I think some
they
of y'all
have
was
understanding of that. They let the quantity be doubled. Yah and Anu counseled from the ocean's water. The obtaining of gold continued. In his heart, Yahweh's apprehension was filling. Okay. So again, they're having trouble finding. Now, let's get down here. So again, we can cover a lot of things, but we're going to go to the, just see here, we're going to go to the synopsis of the 6th tablet. It says, to the incredulous leadership, Enki reveals the secret. In the Abzu, there roams a wild being. Notice they're not calling it a creature.
Those are things that's already made.
It's going to be on all fours.
Already made.
It's going to be standing up and walking.
The Creator already made them.
That's where we come from.
Now what the devil gonna do?
Okay. To the Anunnaki.
You gotta change something. You gotta change some of the people.
By augmenting its life
That's when the Creator makes a new being.
That of the Anunnaki, it can be upgraded to be an intelligent, primitive worker.
Change some of the people.
To the Father of all beginning. Now notice that they understand that there's a Father of all beginning. So they. Now notice that they understand that there's a Father of all beginning. So that. Now notice that they understand that there's a Father of all beginning, so they know it's not them. Understand that there's the Father of all beginning, so they know it's not them.
Did y'all hear that?
See, they have understanding of that. They just don't have services, therefore they don't get any help. Enlil shouted, we will give our image only to an existing being. Nimma argued badly, needing gold to survive. The leaders vote yes. So they're motivated by commerce. Remember that.
You see that? We're gonna listen. This is gonna be part 5. We're gonna come back. Now you know. Help you show and improve and stop sitting there and believing a lie, fairy tale, Okay, come on, man. Y'all got to start waking up. This obviously the devil got you doing things you ain't supposed to be doing. Religious, all this stuff. What happened to serving credit and spirit and truth? What happened to doing deep research? What happened to finding out the facts and the facts only? Spirit and truth, the Creator said. Spirit and truth. Spirit and truth, the real prophet told you, right? But I don't understand how folks ain't going by spirit and truth. Y'all want to do Sabbath day. The devil made that up. He got you with the moon, okay, which is wrong. Got you doing it by the planets, wrong again. He got you all the way around. He got you on a Saturday, got you on a Sunday, all wrong, got you all the way around. Any day you pick will be the seventh day. And every day, if you celebrate, not even just the holidays, but those so-called beliefs, you serving the devil. It's a game. How do you freaking stay out of it? How do you not be involved? Don't pick a side. It's doubles against doubles, or more doubles on top of doubles, and more doubles and more doubles. Keep digging. All you find is different doubles. Come on, man. Alpha's a devil. Did you know that? I exposed that. Okay, Omega's a devil. Did you know that? I exposed that. And many more. Brother Truth exposed that too. Why you think they've been getting rid of my channel? Come on, man. Wake up. Come back with part. Another one.